Today, 23rd March 2023, every year 23rd March is celebrated as World Meteorological Day. And for the past quite some years, the day is celebrated with a central theme. This year, the theme is the future of weather, climate, and water across generations. My dear friends, we live in an interconnected planet. We share the earth, one atmosphere, one ocean. Our weather and climate and water cycle no national or political boundaries. Even today, there is a western disturbance entering from Pakistan to India, Rajasthan area. You all know that the Asia Cup cricket match is going to be held in Pakistan, and India has refused to play there because of political issues. Similarly, shortly after some time, World Cup cricket matches are going to be held in India. So if India is not coming to Pakistan for playing Asia Cup, Pakistan will not come to India for playing World Cup like that. Pakistan is telling. Even in a field like sports, this is possible, but in weather, it is not possible. A cyclonic storm just about 100 kilometers away from Maharashtra coast may travel north and cross Pakistan coast. From Indian territory to Pakistan territory, it may go. A western disturbance may come from Pakistan to India. That is why we are telling weather and climate and the water cycle no national or political boundaries. International cooperation is very much essential. This philosophy has driven the work of the world's meteorological community since 1873 and will guide us as we translate science into services for the society, for the present, and for the future generations. World Meteorological Day 2023 takes place during World Meteorological Organization's WMO's 150th anniversary. It highlights the past achievements, present progress, and future potential from the late 19th century telegraphs and shipping forecasts to supercomputers and space technology of the present day. Throughout the time, the National Meteorological and Hydrological Services have worked around the clock to collect and standardize data which underpin the weather forecasts we now take for granted. The history of WMO data exchange is a remarkable story of scientific vision, technological development, and most of all, of a unique system of cooperation to serve the society. Technology has improved a lot. I joined the department somewhere in 1981, and at that time, we were having electromechanical teleprinters to receive messages from all over the state. I worked in Meteorological Center, Bangalore. So from Karnataka state, from various Met offices, we used to receive messages. SINAP, PIBEL, RSRW. So all these things used to come by teleprinters, electromechanical teleprinters. They worked at a speed of 52 watts per second. At the same time, data from Moscow or Tokyo was received at our Delhi office at a speed of 9,600 watts per second. If the data received at a speed of 9,600 watts per second is fed to these electromechanical printers in our office, the machines may not understand what is coming and simply keep fight. So even at that time, India Meteorological Department was very advanced with a computer provided for automatic switching. Now we have still greater capacity computers. The one what we had in 1981 at Delhi office is now for exchanging regional data with the national center. And Delhi has a supercomputer to exchange data with the world meteorological centers. So such is the development that's happening. All these things are happening only because of the help given by the World Meteorological Organization. The anniversary also serves as a reminder of our changing climate. The International Meteorological Organization, the predecessor of the WMO, was established in 1873 in an era when pollution from as a result of heat trapping greenhouse gases. The average global temperature is now more than 1 degree Celsius higher today compared to 150 years ago. Our weather is more extreme. Our ocean is more warmer and more acidic. Sea levels have risen and glaciers and ice are melting. The rate of change of these things are accelerating. We need urgent action now to slash emissions and to ensure the future generations can both survive and thrive on our planet. The good news is that rapid scientific and technological advances have greatly improved the accuracy of our weather forecasts and life-saving early warnings. Big data is being exchanged more freely among a wider community than ever before. And there are new tools, including machine learning and artificial intelligence. In Tamil Nadu itself, we have more than 20 weather bloggers. In all India, it may exceed 100. All these people are getting weather charts, weather data from all over the world. Somebody is quoting ECMWF, somebody is quoting JTWC, somebody is quoting IMD, NCMRWF. So all data is available with the people. So it is not exchanged only within the department. It is going to the public also. There has been a significant progress to monitor, simulate, and project the global climate to support the decision making. Our weather, climate, and water cycle will be different in future than in the past. Weather, climate, and hydrological services will help us tackle the associated challenges and seize the opportunities. I will try to list out some milestones in this regard. 1. Standardization of maritime data and meteorological observation of the sea. Matthew Fontaine Maury from United States of America and the Irish hydrographer Francis Beaufort. He became rear admiral later. So they are the pioneers in this field. So that has contributed for a very good beginning. The electric telegraph developed by Samuel Morse in 1830s. It helped us to exchange data very quickly. Network of meteorological observations, free exchange of observations between nations, and international agreement on standardized observation methods and units in order to Professor Boyce Ballard. A famous law in his name, Boyce Ballard's law, is still read by meteorological students nowadays. International cooperation. In this regard, we should remember the year 1982-83. This was celebrated as the first International Polar Year. World Meteorological Organization came into force from 23rd March 1950. The International Geophysical Year was celebrated in 1957-58. Advent of weather satellites in 1957. The Soviet Union launched the first Earth-orbiting satellites, Sputnik 1 and Sputnik 2. The Explorer 1 satellite was launched by the United States on 2nd January 1958, and the world's first dedicated weather satellite, the Television Infrared Observation Satellite, shortly known as TIRAS, was launched on 1st April 1960. World Weather Web, this World Weather Watch program, was started in 1963. The World Weather Watch celebrates its 60th birthday in 2023. Under this scheme, In India, many surface observatories were opened somewhere between 1973 and 1985. The development of numerical weather prediction (NWP) program, it was also one of the important milestones. The WMO tropical cyclone program was born from a tragedy, the world's deadliest known tropical cyclone that killed up to some a particular estimate 5 lakhs people in November 1970 in Bangladesh or East Bengal. It was called then. Then came the water decade. 10 years was celebrated as water decade. In 1976, WMO issued its first statement on climate change and set up World Climate Program in 1979. Remarkable new observations and modeling technologies continue to develop, helping advance understanding of the Earth's complex global weather and climate system. As a result, today's 5-day forecasts are as reliable as the 2-day forecasts of 25 years ago. These advances translate into literally billions of dollars in economic gains. Real-time access to observations from around the globe under the umbrella of WMO, Integrated Global Observing System, has now been initiated. Currently, more than 30 meteorological and 200 research satellites are there in the sky. 10,000 manned and automatic surface weather stations are there. 1,000 upper air stations are there. 7,000 ships and more than 1,100 buoys. Hundreds of weather radars and 3,000 specially equipped commercial aircrafts measure every day. These observations are then made freely available to each and every country under the WMO through the WMO Information System WIS. Meteorologists and climate scientists now make sensational long-term forecasts also. But it is no longer just about weather and climate. As we continue to extend our prediction range and improve our understanding of the whole Earth system, the need has become paramount to strengthen data exchange in other areas such as hydrology, atmospheric composition, cryosphere, and space weather. Science and innovations are also key tools to protect ocean health, and this is why 2021 to 2030 is the decade of ocean for sustainable development. This decade will be decisive period for realization of 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Climate change threatens the achievements of many of these goals. The IPCC has declared that it is now or never to take a drastic action. To continue my speech, I request all my friends, especially friends from the students community and all in general, not to use motorized vehicles inside campus, office campus, university campus, college campus. Somewhere near the entrance, have a place to deposit your vehicles and then start walking. Use cycle or battery run vehicles. Ban use of plastics in any form within the campus. Plastic bags or plastic boxes of any kind. Students' cooperation and leadership in this regard is very, very important. Remember the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Thank you all.